Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Candyware, and today we're going to be making a cute little Meeko Tsum Tsum. Hi everyone! So here is my little Meeko. I am so happy with how he turned out. So this is a Tsum Tsum that does not exist, and that's what I did a collab with Mabel, and you can see her video here. So we both made different Tsum Tsums that we thought would be a lot of fun and actually don't exist. So yeah, let me see. It took maybe about, again, 20 minutes to make this little guy. The most difficult part was his tail and face. Oh, okay, Glaze wants to sit down over there. So what else do I have to say about it? I am really happy with how he turned out, and that's about it. So please don't forget to check out Mabel's video, and I will leave it in the description box below. And yeah, so let's get started. So here are all the tools, and I'll leave them in the description box below. So your first step is to make a bean or long shape with your light gray, and then you're going to be cutting out a like white mask area, and this is going to be placed on his lower face and a little bit of his chest. So figure out what side you want his face to be on, and just kind of measure it out to see if it works well enough. And now I'm just extruding his cheeks, his fluffy cheeks, and his ears. And then I'm also pulling out his nose a little bit, and then I'm just using one of my tools just to flatten everything out. Sorry about the camera, I get this sorted eventually. I'm also using a little bit of baby powder just so that I can use the clay a little bit easier, considering the clay was a little bit too sticky when I was working with it. So again, you're just gonna round out all the body pieces and make sure everything's nice and flat. Now I am making a really thin snake. I eventually fixed this dilemma, but I put on eyes and then realized that he has a mask on, so just bear with me, just negate that step. So I'm using a little bit of extra white clay for his nose. And now I'm placing on his nose, and I tried to give it more of a flat top and rounded bottom look. Now I'm taking out a couple more little black pieces for his ears. And you're just going to place that on and flatten it down. This is where I realized I did wrong with the eyes, so I just cut out a very long triangle, and then I just flattened that in place and used some of my sculpting tools to just make sure that it's all angled correctly. And then from there I used the dark black. So the mask part is more of like a charcoal black, and then his eye dots are more of like a black color, and then that's what he looks like. So from here I'm rolling out some black. I'm going to be making his tail, so I made a long thick snake, and then as you see there, I've got the two ends pinched, and now I'm just cutting out some of the black for his stripes on his tail. So you're just going to finish that up. I decided to put 3 pieces, so 2 on the tips and 1 in the very middle. So I did the tips first so that it would be easier to figure out where to put the middle piece. So again, you're going to just roll that down, and then I'm using my sculpting tool again to just make sure everything's nice and straight. Rolling that out just a little bit so that it's flush, and then I decided I didn't want to have it a completely down tail, so I decided I would pull it up and to the side a bit. So now I'm going to be placing on his feet, So all I did was, as you see there, with the log, I cut out 4 pieces and I'm just rolling them into little teeny balls and kind of a little bit elongating them and then placing them in. And then from here I'm just flattening it out just a little bit more, and then it's time to bake it according to your clay's instructions. And then from here I'm just putting on just a tiny bit of gloss on his eyes and his nose. And that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this Meeko Tsum Tsum DIY. Maybe one day they'll make this. Again, don't forget to check out Mabel's video. She made Timon and Pumbaa. It is so cute, guys. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to know what you thought of this DIY. And don't forget to check out last week's video. And this is what's coming up next week. Bye!